Welcome to Carcry, where the brand new 2026 Xpander gets inspected down to every single bolt. And the result? It's like meeting an old friend after 5 years. Same face, just with a new pair of glasses, trying to look smarter. Mitsubishi calls this the 2026 upgrade, but in reality, a shiny new silver grille, smoked headlights that look like a Monday morning haze, redesigned 17-inch wheels, a red interior trim for the cross version, and finally, 6 airbags so no one can complain it's under-equipped. And the 1.5-liter MIVEC engine with 105 horsepower? Yep, exactly the same one you've seen since, 2018. If you were hoping for a revolution, sorry, this is more of a software update, not a full rebuild. But hey, don't click away yet. Let me ask, anyone here ready to trade in their old Xpander just for that new 10-inch screen? Drop it in the comments, because next we'll find out if that screen is enough to redeem this facelift. Now, jokes aside, to be fair, the 2026 Xpander still has a few things worth nodding at. Let's start with the exterior, where Mitsubishi is trying hard to prove that with a little extra makeup, this MPV uncle still has a shot at winning new buyers. And we're about to zoom in on every detail to see if this glow-up is worth it. All right, it's time for the 2026 Xpander to face the mirror. Look at this, a shiny new silver grille, like your favorite diner just bought new cutlery, but is still serving the same old menu. Sure, it's cleaner, maybe a little fancier, but groundbreaking? Save that for the next generation. Smoked LED headlights? Mitsubishi clearly wants this MPV to look meaner, but in reality, the smoky effect is more like you woke up too early and forgot to wash your face. Functional? Absolutely. Concept car vibes? Not even close. Now, those redesigned 17-inch 10-spoke wheels are a genuine win. They look sharp, especially on the two-tone cross version, but don't expect them to turn the Xpander into a sports car. At best, it's just your friendly family hauler that signed up for one extra gym session per week. The overall design? Still the same familiar Xpander, just 3 small touch-ups: grille, headlights, and wheels. Mitsubishi is playing it so safe, you'd think they're worried about scaring off family buyers who just want something reliable for school runs and grocery trips. Now, let's settle this debate. New look, 7 out of 10 or 5 out of 10? Drop your rating in the comments. And stick around, because next we're diving into the interior, where the tech specs might finally wake you up. Now, let's step inside the cabin, the place Mitsubishi calls an upgrade, but here at Carcry, it feels more like buying new pillowcases and bragging you just remodeled the whole house. First highlight, the new 10-inch infotainment screen. Yes, it's bigger, sharper, and Apple CarPlay, Android Auto runs smoother. But seriously, does anyone buy an MPV just for the screen? If you do, drop it in the comments. Carcry promises not to laugh out loud. Next, the 8-inch digital instrument cluster. It looks more modern and shows extra driving data clearly. But if you're expecting flashy animations like a luxury car, forget it. This is the Xpander, not a Tesla spaceship. The black interior theme remains, but the cross version now adds red leather accents and faux wood trims on the dashboard. For the first time, the Xpander dares to add some color. Nice touch, but let's be honest, it's still family MPV mildly refreshed, not a rolling lounge. To be fair, the real win, second-row armrest and an extra middle headrest. Finally, your passengers won't be headbutting thin air on long trips. Oh, and extra cup holders, perfect for those who treat their car like a mobile cafe. Bottom line, the Xpander 2026 interior isn't a leap forward. It's more like your usual family dinner with dessert. Tasty, sure, but nothing you'd post on Instagram. Agree? Or are you holding out for the full redesign before opening your wallet? Now, let's talk about the part everyone hopes will change: the engine. And the hot news is, there's nothing hot. Still the same 1.5-liter MIVEC 4-cylinder, 105 horsepower, and 141 newton-meters of torque. Exactly what the Xpander has had since day one. With this kind of power, the 2026 Xpander is the definition of a grocery getter. Step on the gas, the engine roars, but the car moves like a retired man walking his dog. Overtaking on the highway? Sure, but start planning 2 exits ahead because that CVT gearbox takes life as calmly as if it's meditating. That said, this slow and steady approach does pay off. Fuel efficiency is solid, around 7 to 8 liters per 100 kilometers, about 29 to 33 mpgs in the city, and it can drop below 6 liters, nearly 40 mpgs on the highway, if you don't floor it like you're late on rent. And credit where it's due, Mitsubishi nailed durability. This 1.5-liter engine has been proven across hundreds of thousands of Xpanders worldwide. Few breakdowns, cheap maintenance. Rideshare drivers love it because it's the kind of engine that sips, not gulps. Exactly what a family MPV should be. But let's be honest, it's 2026. Still no hybrid, no turbo, no real excitement. Want sporty? Sorry, the only workout you'll get is from stomping on the gas while the car still hasn't passed anyone. So, performance junkies, you'll need to look elsewhere. But what about you? Comment below. Would you take a turbo Xpander, or is slow but steady all you need?
All right, time for the saving grace of the 2026 Xpander: safety. Finally, Mitsubishi decided to give this facelift 6 airbags instead of the just-for-show 2 from before. This is the kind of upgrade that makes people say, well, it's about time, and clap politely. Beyond airbags, the Xpander still packs the usual suspects. ESC, electronic stability control, keeps the car from sliding like it's auditioning for an ice skating show. HSA, hill start assist, so your spouse can drive up a parking garage ramp without rolling back like a shopping cart. AYC, active yaw control, we mentioned this in the chassis part, it helps the car stay composed when you take a sharp turn. But here's the catch: no ADAS, no automatic emergency braking, no lane keep assist, no radar-based anything. It's 2026 and Xpander is still driven by faith and eyesight. If you were hoping this facelift would magically turn it into a semi-autonomous family pod, you might want to look at pricier rivals or wait until 2030. To be fair, for a car in this price range, the extra airbags are a solid win. But Carcry has to say it. Airbags are nice, but if you slam the brakes late, you're still on your own. So, what do you think? Are 6 airbags enough to make the 2026 Xpander worth it? Or are you holding out until Mitsubishi finally adds ADAS? Comment below, because in the conclusion, we're summing it all up.
And finally, here's the wrap-up of the 2026 Mitsubishi Xpander's mid-season makeover. Yes, it's got updates, but not many. Yes, it added features, but nothing game-changing. Yes, it's facelifted, but far from a revolution. Mitsubishi played it painfully safe. Tweak the exterior, sprinkle a few interior upgrades, throw in some safety gear to avoid being called outdated, and that's it. Same engine, same CVT, no hybrid, no turbo, just a set of 17-inch wheels and a splash of red in the cabin. If you're driving an older Xpander, say 2022 or earlier, and want a bigger screen, extra airbags, and slightly sharper styling, go for it. But if you're waiting for a total transformation, sorry, this one's not for you. Carcry will close this out with one picture in your head. The 2026 Xpander is like your old dress shirt, freshly ironed, sprayed with cologne, but deep down, it's still the same guy. Reliable, steady, but nothing that'll make you fall in love all over again. Now it's your turn. Team good enough, upgrade now, or team wake me up in 2027, 2028. Drop your take in the comments. Carcry reads and replies to everything. And if you love car reviews that are straight talking, funny, and backed by hard data, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Next up, we're putting the Xpander head-to-head against the Veloz or Stargazer. Let's find out who the real urban MPV king is. And remember, drive whatever you like. Just don't buy a car just because the wheels are shiny.